Hey, what is up, Instagram? I hope that everybody is having a fantastic night. I will just give it a few minutes to start let people tapping, I'll just give it a few minutes to start let people tap in while we're getting ready to go live here. Yo, yo, what's up, Corey? How you doing, big dog? All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Hang on. All right, guys, so give me just a second here. All right. Yo, yo, Kamikaze. All right. Send me that invite whenever out. There we go. All right. And so, guys, to let you know, as you can see from the title, I am going to be doing my second interview tonight. We got the We1 Con people in the house. Salute, AJ. Salute. But we are going to be doing my second interview, getting ready for my upcoming first mixtape that is actually going to be dropping in September, called The Main Course. And the first interview that we did was with Lil Mike Bangin', and he had two songs on the album, and then on the Beat the King, and we are going to be talking about the two songs that he produced. Hang on.
Hey,
Hey, there we go. What up, Kamikaze? How you doing, boss?
pretty good. A little bit cold from that shower. I did not towel off. All the towels are dirty, so I am freezing fast.
Love it.
But
Well,
I'm
I
okay. I
was
got my
just
Kit Kats. Go ahead,
nice.
though.
Well, I was just giving everybody a little bit of an intro, just letting them know. So, guys, like I said, I did my first one a few weeks ago with Lil Mike Bangin'. Tonight, we're going to be doing the second interview with Kamikaze, who we've got
Video.
here on the line with us right now.
I
So,
go.
like I said, I
Oh,
have my first mixtape coming up in September. That's when it's going to be releasing. And
woo!
the very first single, called All the Way, which
Oh
we
my
will
God.
be showcasing tonight,
Uh-huh.
releases on the 30th.
Ooh,
Releases on the 30th of August. So not this Friday,
30.
but the Friday after this one. So
Hey, yo, bro,
definitely
I
get
am doing
excited
laundry.
for that. But tonight we are going to be doing an interview with Kamikaze. He has two beats, and he produced two songs on the upcoming album. I've got a set of questions for him, just like I did with Mike. And then I'm also
Yeah.
going to showcase both of the songs on the live tonight, so you guys can be able to
Good.
hear them for the first time. Now, I might have done little mini previews of them before, but especially these two are going to be some, I'm really excited about showcasing these
Stuff like
tonight for
this.
everybody that stops through. So let's get started right away. Let's just get into it. So, like I said, you guys, we've got Kamikaze here with me, and he has two of the songs that will be on the upcoming album. And so we'll just kind of get right into it. Now, if anybody has, I've been working with Kamikaze for a while, probably going on
Oh,
close to
wow.
2 years now. And
Yeah.
we have actually done interviews before.
Oh, yeah.
So you might have
It's
seen us do
all
some
on
interviews
YouTube.
with each other. Yep, exactly. And
This gonna
so
be on
this
YouTube
is
because my mom don't say it. My mom
nice.
wants to watch too on YouTube,
There we go.
so
Good.
yep.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And so basically with
Um,
this one, we're going to be going over very similar or the same questions that I had with Mike, just giving a little bit more of a chance to showcase Kamikaze, his talent, the work that he's been doing, the work that he did on these two songs, a little bit of just his background, and then we'll listen to the music, finish off with some last questions. And then if you guys, people that are watching, have questions as well, feel free to shout them out, and we can also be able to go over that as well. So,
show.
Kamikaze, let's just get right into it. So,
Sir.
tell me how long, from the first time that you started, really making beats, how old were you when you very first started producing?
I was old. I was young and old. I was 7. I mean, I was, I started making music when I was 7, but like, I started taking like constantly not leaving this room not this specific room, but not leaving the room I was making my music in for like hours upon end, probably about 13. Like
Mm.
I was always into music. Like, but 7, I started like messing around with this band lab, messing around with this, messing around with
Yeah.
that. I started off my first beat, my that you've heard it a long time ago. That lo-fi and that trap beat, dun, 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 dun. That was all on MPC beats. That was the first thing I had before I had
Okay.
FL. Then I bought FL Studio, and then I made everything, including all the way.
Nice, nice. There we
Okay.
go. Okay, I like that. So you've been doing this for a long time. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you've been doing this for a long time. Okay, so then like you said, you've always been into music, but you kind of really started getting more hardcore with it around 13, which,
Mm-hmm.
definitely does make sense. Like you really had to
Oh
give
yeah.
it that time to know, oh man, okay, now this thing is taking me off, like oh, now I am addicted to this. And so
Yeah.
for you as a producer,
Yeah.
either type of sounds that you love to be able to go to or whatever. But what are some of your main inspirations when you're sitting down to make a beat? What
Mm-hmm.
are some of your main inspirations that you think about when you're trying to be able to come up with an idea in your
Sure.
head?
All right. First of all, also Ro has a great question for later on when we get to that point. So be sure to pin that
Nice.
because that's a really good ass question. But mainly for my inspiration when it comes to beat is whatever I'm listening to in my radio, which is or my MP3 player, which has an FM radio. But honestly, which it could range from anything from Lou Reed, like it could range from Johnny Cash, Lou Reed, Roy Orbison, all the way to friggin' Genuine. What's that other dude? Jagged Edge, the
Hmm.
rap artist. I love him. YW Melly, Trippie Redd, Blueface. It can range from anybody and everybody. So it's like, but whenever I'm making a beat, it's whatever I'm feeling right. Like honestly, if I'm just bored, if I don't want to actually put so much, if I don't want to have too much energy into a beat, like I don't want to have to like be here for hours. I'll just make something light, just something like that. I'll probably come back to later and say, "Oh, this is ass. Why did I make this?" Something like that. But like at the same time, though, it's like I'll probably make something like that is bearable. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
for instance, all the way was one of those beats, honestly. But I did not like. It was the first when I first got it done. Like it, I didn't have to go back on all the way. It was a simple beat in a way because I mean, all it consisted of were the pianos, a reverse part of the pianos, 808 kick, and a hi hat and a snare. That was basically it. Usually my beats usually have layers like I have two pads here, trumpets here, pianos here, strings here, reverse string, two different hi hats, 40 different 808s damn near, because I can't decide which 808 I like best. A couple of kicks and a
Yeah.
snare or two, and that was usually take an hour. But mainly for whenever inspiration mainly whatever I'm hearing, like whatever's around me, like I'll just be playing randomly on this keyboard of mine, playing out random notes and like, ooh, this sounds good, or ooh, sorry about that. Until something like so like this, I'll just be playing notes out until I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, and then I'll try to replicate that and duplicate that and duplicate that until I get it down and make something with those notes.
Yeah.
It just depends on, yeah,
Nice. Okay. So I mean, almost what you're
my
feeling at
brain's
the
my
moment. I like
inspiration.
that. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. So then if you're thinking about that and you're thinking about, putting together the beat and all of the different things that go into it, and I think it's also important to sort of emphasize the idea of like, okay, making the beat as opposed to, okay, I was able to put some sounds into a thing and maybe I repeated it a couple times. But how
Mm-hmm.
would you say, because like as an example, like I would say that yes, I did those one take music videos for the lead up to getting ready for the
Yeah.
Decadence, but I think the Panoramic Roof is really the first time that I did a full music video. So
Mm-hmm.
what would you say for
Great
you
video. Great
was the
video.
like how old were you when you first made your first real beat?
Like
Like something that you
like
sat
one
down and
I
was like,
actually
yes, boom.
listened to more than once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the beats that said, okay, this is actually a good career starter.
Yeah,
I can actually say it,
exactly.
and I can actually tell you. Um, I will say it wasn't all the way because I made that roughly around when I met you. I had it like probably 3 days before I met you,
Hmm.
honestly,
Okay.
and I just forgot about having that beat.
Yeah.
But honestly, the first I would probably damn, where's my water? But I'll probably I don't know, cause see that day I remember making two beats that day, two half beats. but it ended up being I scrapped the second idea and just finished the first one. But
Okay.
I do remember it was in July, but I don't remember how. I forget, bro. I was still immature. I do know I wasn't. I had not met you, and I was past 14.
Okay.
It was roughly around 16, 17. I still have the beat though.
Okay. Nice.
Um, if y'all want, I could play a snippet of it a little in the background.
Yeah. Let's play a quick snippet. Yeah, just to give everybody the idea of like, oh, hey, this is where you started from, and then when they hear the other music, they'll be like, oh, this is where you're at now.
Exactly. All right. Let me pull it up. Open a new tab. There it is. Where was it? Here it is. I had no name for it. It just is titled First Beat. I still like it, but it's like, Wait, what? Hey, Got the reverse in the background.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, you can definitely tell, where you've come from, what you worked on, in the sense where it's like, that's a great beat. But if that's the first time you said, "Oh, yep, this is my good first beat," that's a great first beat to go off of.
Yeah,
so then let me ask you this:
multiple first beats, but like as like a wanting to actually see all these other beats, I would either keep for myself or not wanting to sell because I don't think it would sound good. That I could sell. I would be happy selling that. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, it's simple still. I mean, I could do better now with that. Like if I were to take that now, it would be a masterpiece. But I'm not gonna do that because that's just history right there, folks.
Yeah, for sure. Well, then, okay. So then, let me ask you this. And again, this might be a difficult question, but I asked Mike the same type of thing. And more so, not in the sense because it's a hard question. More so, just because it's a very difficult thing to try to nail down. But for you individually, as a producer of all the beats that you've done, or maybe it was the first one that you sold, or the first time like somebody hopped on it and you heard, oh wow, that beat's amazing, dude, like I love that. Do you think for you that you have a favorite beat? Like not like a first beat, but like a beat that's like, this is hands down my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that one for sure.
Nice.
I've got to play this one. Yes. It
And while you're pulling it up, what was it about the beat that made you feel like this is your favorite beat? Like, what is it about the song or the beat? I mean,
honestly, the keys, the piano keys. See,
I
can come up with great piano keys. I can come up with great melodies, but this one, it just hit differently. It's very, how do I want to say it? It's very emotional. Now most people will, when they hear it, they'll think, what is he talking about? Those aren't keys. That's a guitar. It's actually both. I mean, but it's based around a guitar. But listen.
Oh, this is your favorite beat. Okay, nice. I know this one.
Whip it. 140 BPM, people. F major. Wait for those kicks to come in, though. Why the hell did my TV just turn off? But hold up. Give it a second. My TV just went.
Gotcha. Well, that's turning back on. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. We can start with that. We can come back to that one when it's ready. Okay, so now, there we go.
There you go. And this is why my favorite part. I'll show you in a minute. Right here. See, I rarely do this in any of my beats where I just drop the kick completely. Okay. I usually drop the 808, like just have it 808 solo, but no. It's very emotional, but yet hardcore aggressive. It's like if Playboy Carti and Polo G made a song together, it would be this.
Okay.
See, my initial idea was to make not a hype hop, more of a Polo G, but with more of a 808s that kind of don't go with Polo G stuff.
Right. I mean, but I like that. I mean, you're right, because it does have a melodic sound, but when you add in those 808s, it definitely gives it a different sound. Completely that way.
Are you alright? I'm alright. It's like Lil Uzi Vert, EXO True Life. Something similar to that with those 808s. Because that was a very melodic beat, but those 808s did not match up.
Okay.
But
Okay,
yeah, I
nice.
just love that beat. It's just
Okay, so
that and
that's your favorite
one of the
beat.
ones we did. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
that
Okay,
and the
okay.
All the
So
Way one, All the
and
Way as
right.
well. I have.
Yes, and everybody will get a chance to hear that in a little bit. So,
Oh
we've
yeah,
got
don't be
another question or
surprised.
two, and then we will get to the music. But okay, so staying in that same vein of,
Mm-hmm.
okay, hey, this is something that I'm really proud of, or this is something that, I
Oh yeah.
learned a lot from this, whatever. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit to think for you individually as a producer, but more so not just about making the beats, but actually like marketing yourself, trying to get the beats, in front of other artists,
Mm-hmm.
all of that type of thing. What would you say for you individually has been your biggest success up to this point in regards of the music? Like, what would you think is the
Ooh.
biggest thing you're like, man, this is the thing I'm most proud of?
Mm. Honestly, I work with a lot of people in my life, and a lot of them I'm not going to mention because I just don't need to. I mean, if you want to hear, you just listen to the radio for peace sake. But I think my biggest, most you're talking like what accomplishment you say am I most
Yeah,
proud of? Basically, is that what you're asking,
yeah.
or
Like, what's your biggest success
being able
up
to
to this
do what
point?
I do, being able to do what I love
Mm-hmm.
at the rate I'm going, working with the people I enjoy.
Yeah.
But the biggest selling point, probably the most happiest I was, honestly, I haven't gotten that part yet.
Hey,
I
hey,
haven't reached
okay,
that point yet, honestly.
okay.
But if I had to choose you, I mean, working with you, because we just made like 3 damn bangers yesterday. So like, especially that one I sent you, that one beat that fast one, the I forget what you called it, pressure or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice.
The
Yep.
one
Oh,
you,
and then I
yeah.
actually do have Rona actually did work on another one last night or on Saturday when we were in the studio. So I will send you that so you can get a little sneak preview of what that's going to be like as well. But that's a different one.
Like the subtle
That's
feels.
for another interview down the road. But okay, I like that. I mean, so you feel like you haven't gotten your biggest success up to this point. I actually like that. That's a
Oh,
good answer. I do like that.
Ro, what's the name of the beat that my favorite beat or my first beat? Because she asked, what's the name of the beat? I don't know what she meant by that. Like,
Ooh. What was the name of the very first beat?
the very first beat,
You
it
said
was
you just called
untitled
it first
actually.
beat, right?
Yeah, untitled first beat. Yes,
Untitled. Okay,
but the
so then
beat, the
what was the name of the one your favorite beat that you just did?
whip it,
Whip it. Okay.
but like the dog whip it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that's a real cool.
is that one of the beats that you sent us with like that big email
Oh,
with
that
like
75
80 of
pack?
them? Was
No,
it part of those?
no.
Okay, okay. I wasn't sure
No,
if she
I think
had
I
those
sent
because
Whip It like long before that
okay.
though. I sent it once
Right.
before, but it wasn't something you could do. I will tell you this, everybody, if y'all check out that, it's on my page, that my main page. Let me actually, the inspiration. I'm gonna answer this for real quick. The inspiration behind All the Way was just some hardcore money bag. Because I want you to
Mm.
pin my new thing here real quick. Um, I'm gonna give my main account. For everybody that know, I'm on my backup account because my main one, I still can't go live for 4 days on some bull crap Instagram rules. Hmm, yeah, I'm always in that kind of stuff.
And did you
I forgot my. Oh yeah,
oh,
because
okay.
this
I was
is
gonna say I didn't see
Growth
anything
Beats
new come
Uncovered.
up
There we go.
to pin it, yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, let me pin
that's for you,
this.
Instagram. That's for you, Instagram. I don't know, piss them off, man. But yeah, that's my main account. But if y'all check my main, y'all will see. If you scroll through my page, you'll see one called "Coming In," the Juice WRLD and Melly collab. It is AI, but it uses lyrics that somebody had did on the song, like privately. That I just added their vocals to that beat though. So if
Hmm.
y'all want to check out what it would sound like with an artist on there, you can do that. It's really good,
Nice.
in my opinion. It is.
Okay.
Whip it
So then
kills it.
let's focus on that one then before we get into the music because I think it's a perfect segue. So outside
It
of
was
just the
segue.
idea that you're doing you just want to be able to kind of follow a hardcore money bag beat, what was
Oh yeah.
what was some of the what was some of the inspirations or like how did you go
What
about
makes it a money bag?
yeah
Basically.
or how did you go about creating it? Like what brought it together in a sense?
I still remember the process. I started off with the sample. I still don't know who made the original piano melody. I did add to it. The original was like simple dun, 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 dun. Just simple dark piano. So
Mhm.
all I did was fill it in with some more kind of like a delayed, deep, distuned piano to give it that boom, 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 dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
And then I just added right after that. I always do this. I always make my melodies. I get all my sounds first. I have a counter melody ready, but like the sound for it, but I don't put it in yet. I do the melody, then I mess with the 808s a little bit. Like I start with just two patterns. I have a continuous loop, and then I just go all the way to 50. I try to stay at 50. Then I will loop that whenever I got my beat done, and then I go with the hi-hats and claps, then the snare, and then I reverse the first melody,
Mhm.
and then I add a little bit of a counter melody to it, which is the with that little stringy wind sound. I don't know what it was. Still
Gotcha.
don't know what it is. I forgot, but yeah. And then I just added the hi hat difference that thing, and then it went from there. And then I added a little bit of an EQ over it, but I did not balance anything out. So it's not like it is mixed and mastered in a way with EQ, but other than that, it doesn't need anything.
Gotcha. Okay, I
So,
like that.
yeah,
I like that.
that was about
All right,
it
so
for
now
that beat. Yeah,
at
just some
this
heavy
part,
darkness.
okay, yeah, totally, totally. Okay, so now at this part, now is the point where we get to showcase the music. So now people will get the chance, the first
Yeah.
opportunity to hear both songs. Now we're going to start with All the Way, A, because it is the first single releasing,
Yeah,
but
and
also
the hardest.
and it's the hardest one. I mean, absolutely. Now, for everybody that's watching or everybody that watches later, as an artist, as me, as RPG, I have a mixture of different type of music that I love to do. But type of music I
Mm,
will admit that I don't get a chance to do as often as other things is big, bass heavy, super like maybe not fully in the club beat, but definitely that you've got, two like 14s in your back, like just bouncing. All the neighbors are annoyed. Like I don't really get as much of a chance to do those
oppression.
type of songs. Right, exactly. And so when I heard this beat the first time by Kamikaze, I was like,
Yeah,
"Whoa, okay,
it
this
blew your
beat is
mind.
hard.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
bro,
fun,
yeah. It's
but
like
it
you were hot
also
before, but now you're ice cold.
right.
It's like literally,
It's yes, exactly. Because
y'all's
like I have
temperature.
some music. Right. And I
Mm-hmm.
have some music that's really written for that type of
Oh,
sound, but I don't have a lot because I don't usually write to that type of music as often, or at least I didn't in the past as much. So when I first heard this, I loved the sound, and I was able to put it to a song that I had written a few years ago called All the Way.
oh,
And it fit
I wonder what the original
perfectly.
beat sounded like for that one. Then
That's actually a really good question. I do not actually remember kind of the initial song that gave me the inspiration for it, but it just had the perfect ability to have a lot of
mm-hmm.
heavy bass, heavy
Yeah.
sound to it, but like everything you're doing is aggressive. You're hitting that microphone with the bam, and like,
Bah,
everything is very,
ah,
you are
brr,
putting a
yeah.
lot of that pure like
Oh,
uh it's that feel of just like the like,
it's like
you got to get that
you're
in there.
gonna get bossed up. It's like it's gonna make you feel
Yep.
like you're a boss. You feel like you want to kill somebody now. But
Right.
frowny face. That's a great question. I do play instruments besides keys, but then again, keys isn't really the keys. So let me show y'all
Right.
real quick if you don't mind. I have a MIDI controller. I do have a piano over there. It's an electric keyboard. Over there is my acoustic. I don't read notes, so I'll just fiddle around with it. But I do know how to play. Like I do know the like E, A, F, G, all that. I know how to do that. The keys, and I have an electric drum set over there. And I used to have a real drum set when I was younger. I don't know what happened to it. But I also know how to play a little bit of. Oh, here's some of my drumsticks from it. But I also used to know how to play flute, harmonica, train whistle, kazoo, kalimba whistles, and a my slide whistle and tambourine. So yeah, I'm pretty talented. I mean, yeah. But I do know how to play piano. I just can't read notes. Like I play by ear, but I do know how to play
I'm the same.
chords and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm the same
Also,
too.
I do have one more instrument that I do know how to play, but I don't have the instrument with me at all. Um, my buddy does, but it's a secret talent that not really many people know how to play. But I know how to play bagpipes pretty well.
Cool.
Yeah,
That is cool. Actually, I
yeah.
actually did
And
not
for
know that.
somebody who Yeah, for somebody with me who has a bad lung, like one lung, yeah, it's kind of hard, but I just suck it up. I mean, I mean, look, playing the bagpipe, it kind of blows, but I mean, it's okay. That's a little joke for all y'all who didn't catch
I was
that.
gonna say, I was like, okay, that's dumb and funny. I like that. That's
We
good.
should
Um,
I should have had the but
yeah, right, exactly. All right,
there you
so
go.
guys, I'm gonna press play on the song, and I'm hopefully I've
Yeah.
got it turned up enough. But if you feel like you can't hear it, just let me know. But
Also,
this is the first world premiere of All the Way.
yeah, if your temperatures drop, don't think it's your temperature. It's just you.
My words only bring the flames. Am I more than tough? Have you had enough? I spit my rhymes rough day and night. RPG grunt. You know that they all ran. Yes, so much more to come. I never seem to reach my limit. You might ask how, cause I never get winded. I will go all the way. All my chains I've had to break. I
Thanks.
won't stop. Yeah, I won't stop till they call me great. You know that I will leave your head spinning. You want some more? It lives in my blood, you call it genetic. I am not a liar, you know that my level will always say higher. I'm the best in all seasons, something like my tires. Keep my body strong, eyes glued to the horizon. My name and my talent will only keep on rising. All your teams, they are so weak. I'm built strong just like a tower. I have put blood, sweat, and tears. It's like my will devour. Just stop and smell the flowers. Take a minute to reflect. I just love my life so much. It's one that I would never switch. Leave it all in the sauna. Game winning shot, I'll make it. I will go all the way. You know I'll never need to fake it. Come and join me at my table and hear the glasses clinking. I'm never falling down one step at a time, just like a slinking. You had better get ready for the fire. My
Ooh,
lyrics are the matches, and you know that
I
my
like
talent
Slink.
is the fix. Of this life, I will always want more. Am I am never landing. I'm a boss, you know that is my role. Moving fast like those cars in Indiana. The only view I want is panorama. I want my whole slice of the pie. An Italian suit, white fedora, and of course a slick bow tie. I'll go all the way. Yeah, I'll go all the way. I'll make you fumble. Your style is fungal, and that is every day. Well, I'll go all the way. Well, I'll go all the way. You always seem to be in the back at the end of the race. I see the top, and I'm sitting on it. I hope I never fail. You know the wind has got my sail, and there is no one that is on my tail. I will only hunt the biggest whale, and from this boat I will never fail. My defenses they have always held. I can build it stronger with the power to weld. I have built my home at the top, and you know I plan to stay. You know that is my only wish, and you know I'll go all the way. I'll go all the
I
way.
go all the way.
My whole life like it was made of clay. I'll go all the way. Yeah, I'll go all the way. You haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard it. I
Pull
find
up
I might touch you
to
through
the
the
club. It.
I'll go all
Mm.
the way. I'll go all the way. I will move my whole life like it was made of clay. I'll go all the way. Yeah, I'll go all the way. You haven't heard it sound like mine. I might touch you through me. Dum, dum.
Bruh, that's dope as a motherfucker, man. Like, bruh. That's something you can pull up with your cars to the club and fam.
Absolutely.
Building.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
That's probably the most
Yeah, so you guys,
gangster
so that
sound. What
is
about yo? It's dust. God
hmm
damn.
well, and that's and I'll admit now, guys, for those of you that don't know, and Kamikaze knows this, but in
Mm.
2023,
I remember that.
the
Yeah.
most minutes that I listened to any one artist was Moneybagg Yo. So when I heard this
Mm.
song or this beat the first time, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's definitely this is my spirit animal type of beat. So I
Oh
loved
yeah.
it. So I mean, that song was so good. That is absolutely hands down my favorite song on the album. This, I mean, and not to say that I don't love every song on the album, but I've got to give credit where credit is due. And Kamikaze has my two favorite songs on this mixtape, hands
Oh
down.
yeah.
Love Broken and All the Way are my favorite songs on here. I
Woo!
love All the Way because it's such a different type of beat and a
It's a
song that I don't
vibe.
get to make as much anymore. But when we hear
Yeah.
Love Broken next, now we are part of another chat thing that we do here on Instagram called the Squad. And another
Yup.
person that I met through the
Squad.
Squad, his name is Young Prime, and I got him
See,
to be on Love Broken with me.
I knew
And
about him.
I've talked about this song a few times before, but in a general way, I have a different mixture of the type of singing that I like to do, the type of, rapping that I like to do, where Prime does this insane thing where he really like plays with his voice a lot, and he puts on a lot of, you know, modulators and auto tune to really give his voice a completely different sound. And I love that
Right.
about it, because you would know that if he was really going to perform this live, that his voice wouldn't be anything like this. Not that I'm sure it's not great, but more just in the sense that it's like he messes and changes the sound of his voice so much that when you hear it in the song, it is a perfect kind of, it's that perfect dichotomy to what I'm trying to put in there to what he does. And the song just comes together so incredibly well. Hey, thank you so much, Danielle, for tapping in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
But in a
thank you.
general way, the song is one of my favorite ones where it comes to me being with a featured artist on there for what he brought. And so with this beat, this song is called Love Broken. And so in a general way, just kind of like you can hear from the title, you know, Love Broken, probably maybe
Y'all,
not exactly the
mhm.
best type of, words that we're going to be talking about, maybe a bad relationship, maybe a bad breakup, who knows. But in a general way, this is what I was writing at the time, and had just gone through a breakup, maybe not a bad one, but a breakup
Damn,
in a general
excuse
way.
me.
And you know from that time frame, it was just kind of like this song wrote itself to an extent. But when Kamikaze sent me this beat, it was like, he had sent me 3 or 4 beats at the time. When he sent me this one, he's like, listen, these are a
And then
bunch of
five
Rick
months later, I
Ross
sent him a
style.
million.
Yep, they're like, these are like a bunch, this is like a Rick Ross style beat. And he is my favorite artist of all time when it comes to
Oh,
rap and R&B. Rick Ross is my favorite artist ever.
running
And
back of Rick Ross. That's a good collab
I
idea.
mean, Moneybag is the person I listen to the most, but Rick Ross,
To
I
get
mean, I listened to the first
inspiration.
time I got introduced to them was
Oh,
after college. Like, I had just like he just had released Deeper Than Rap, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is amazing. He's wearing a suit in his cover art. I mean, it's just so dope. And when I
fire.
heard this beat, I immediately fell in love with it. I'm like, okay, that beat that he did for All the Way is definitely not a normal
It's
RPG type beat, but
gangsta.
I love
Yeah.
how well it turned out. But
Oh
Love
yeah.
Broken beat, that was an RPG type beat. And I'm like, oh
You better
snap, I
believe,
love
boy.
this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so I love this song. I love this beat, and this one has definitely a much different feel to it than what we were just listening to with All the Way. This one's much more melodic. It's much more on a singing type of song. It's not rapping really at all. And then again, with that type of voice that Young Prime brings in, just freaking incredible. So let's
Odd
press play.
enough, I still don't remember making this beat. That's the funny thing, but I do. I know I made it. But that's the
I'm love broken. We are all built to grow together. But all I want is
ooh.
you and me. With you and me. Across the highway, it feels like forever. It feels like forever. But I know I want you till infinity. Yeah. I'll admit that I'm love broken. Love broken. Let me crash down at the bottom. It tore me all apart. I'll admit that I'm love broken. Love broken. But I've let love break me. 'Cause it's all I want, yeah. I know that love is a lie, but I'm lost right in the
Mm.
darkness. On the front lines for the final fight, but I've only known losses, no love. the front lines for the final fight, but I've only known losses, no losses. Well, I know that I'm love broken, love broken, love broken. Well, I know that I'm love broken, love broken, love broken. Let me crash at the bottom. Why me tell me all of my heart? I'm love broken, but I let love break me, 'cause it's all I want. And I know that I'm love broken, love broken. It's your boy RPG.
I
I know
forgot
she's
how
been
long
love
that
broken,
beat was.
but I'm love. So yeah, so that one is
That was
Love Broken.
a long beat.
Um, and that one is the second song that I was able to create from the two that we did with
Mm.
Kamikaze. Now, again, you guys can tell it's such a different sound. It's such a different feel than what we did with All the Way. But that is going to be the second single that releases for the album. So that will be a couple weeks after the 30th. So probably around the mid part of September. But so excited for both of these. And now,
Oh
if you
man, me
guys could
too.
tell when Kamikaze just turned his chair there, I believe that that is the cover art for
For all the
the
way, yeah.
actual
Got cut
cover
off.
art
That
for the
vehicle.
single for All the Way. So
I could show
really,
y'all,
really
but yeah, it
happy
got
with
cut
how
off.
that one turned out. Now, probably you guys have seen that on my page, but definitely go check that out if you want. And you can be able to see the cover art. Now, that was a amazing cover art from the mind of Roe, 1971, who is also on several of the songs with me. But she also, on top of that, just got me on Friday the final cover art for Love Broken. Now, we're not going to be showcasing it big until we get the song released. But let me just tell you guys, by far, it's my favorite cover art that I have seen her do.
Me too,
It's
man. Yo,
amazing. Now, this one, I love this
Jesus. I love the
incredible cover
chorus.
art because with this one, she was able to use AI. She did a
Really?
bunch of different stuff to kind of bring it all together. Yeah.
It's
And I love what she
AI.
did with RPG. I love how she put together just the cover art itself.
Whoa.
So that one is going to be for the All the Way beat. But she also got me the cover art completed for Love Broken as well. And let me tell you, that
I
is
gotta see
going to give
this.
All the Way a pretty damn good run for its money. It is
Send me that
incredible.
right now. Send me that right now. I haven't seen that yet. I
See,
gotta
that's
see
true.
it.
And Young Prime is actually the only one outside of Roe who has seen it. Because I was talking
What?
with him and I was like, bro, we're getting close to finalizing the cover art for Love Broke. And he goes, no way. Yes. He's like, oh man, sorry, I haven't
What?
been like, like around as much. And I'm like, well, bro, hopefully this makes you feel a little bit better. And he's like, dude, it's amazing. I'm like, so I will definitely send it to you so you can get an idea. But I'm
You
very,
saw
very
before
happy
I
with it.
did? What the hell?
So yeah, yeah. So I mean, very very happy with both of those songs, but I love
Nice.
this mixtape. You guys heard the music that I did with Mike, with the other two songs that we did with him. So it's just got a great mixture of music on here, really showcasing all of the
Mixtures.
different producers that I've worked with over the past 2 years. Really, since I met Kamikaze, I met Mike through Kamikaze and through the squad.
Really?
I met Cleaner, the other producer who is on here, or who
Oh
did two
yeah.
other songs on the
Cleaner,
album. Like
cleaner,
I met
cleaner.
them through this
Oh
as
my
well. So it's just
god.
really a great opportunity to showcase all of their talent, and this is why we're doing
I
this one
forgot
tonight
about
with
cleaner.
Kamikaze to showcase him.
I forgot
So
about cleaner.
that is going to be so. Those are the two songs. So let's get back to the questions that we had because
Questions.
we still have a
Hit me
few
with
left.
every question you've got in your arsenal. I need a lot of
Done.
questions.
Okay, so next question up. So before we went to the music, we were talking about your biggest success. Now we're going to turn to the other side of that coin. Tell me
Oh
what you feel
no.
your biggest learning moment was, because I don't think that there's ever a sense in something like this that's a failure. Like you're
Oh
putting
no.
your, you're doing that, but like what would you say is
I
your
know what you
biggest
mean.
learning moment? Like,
I got
ooh,
two
okay,
of them.
I took away some things that I can use to make myself better for the next time.
I got two of them actually. One of them
Hit me
is
with it.
for financially, and one of them is for like learning
Okay.
wise. My biggest financial screw up was this is back before I learned how to manage my money and stuff. Right, a guy had hit me up with my beats, like asking, like, "Yo, I'm messing with your music." I'm like, "All right, you want to work?" He said, "Sure, let's do it." Before I was like, "Okay," being smart, I sent him 5 of my best beats.
Okay.
I never got those beats back, and he actually has songs on iTunes. I don't know what his YouTube was because he's blocked me from everything on that. He ghosted me. The man, I still don't remember his name, and he never paid me.
Mm,
But that's probably my biggest, not the financial one, but more like a learning point. It's like, don't be sending out the thing until you get the money
yeah.
first. My biggest financially one was, huh, I paid somebody else to help me with something, and he actually kind of screwed everything up by removing all my music. I, I basically paid him to I forget what they call it, ransomware, where you have so much X amount of time, or all your stuff will be deleted. Yeah, I basically paid him to give me that,
Oh
not
wow.
knowing that's what he was going to do. Yeah,
Damn.
it was supposed to be for my FL. It wasn't cracked or anything. It was just a dirty ass dude.
That's too bad.
Excuse my language, there, family, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was messed up. I mean, and I paid over roughly around $200. Yeah,
Oh wow. Ugh. God.
all to get all to get about 3,000 files. Back then, I didn't have as many songs as I did, but 3,000 files. A lot of them were DOS. A lot of them were actual like school folders for like important stuff for me to be able to keep enrolled in school.
Wow.
Hospital records, music.
Mhm.
In the end, I eventually had to pay over at least $1,000 just to get all my stuff back through Bitcoin. And I had no Bitcoin at that point, so I had to mine my own Bitcoin. That took me, oh god, I did not think I was ever going to get it back that day, but thankfully I did.
Oh, good.
And I know
Good.
now
Good.
not to trust anybody off of Instagram if they don't, if I have not called them before, if they don't want to call with me,
Yeah.
they're not getting nothing from
Yeah.
me.
For
I
sure.
ain't
That makes
giving
sense.
nobody money.
Yeah, that
The only
makes
kind of
sense.
cash payments I'll accept is PayPal or, you feel me, the paper.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I
Okay.
don't, yeah,
No, that
yeah, that was a
makes
big
sense.
mess up. But the other one was more of a learning point for me to like not fully trust people. I do trust people, but not like for you. I would trust you always. Like I would give
Right.
you. I see that, and see nowadays I'll give anybody a free beat. I don't care. I have over 200,000 beats. My computer is crying for help. Please work with me.
Right.
Please steal some of my beats. Please. I'll give them for half the price of free. I'll give them for free. Jesus, 400 for free. Yeah, come on now.
Right.
But you
Right.
see what I mean?
Okay, so
Give me a minute.
then
Yeah,
okay, so then
give me a
tell me
second.
this then.
Yes, Mama. Okay. Yep. They hear me. They're watching.
Okay.
They're
So
watching.
tell me this. Okay, so now
Go
for
ahead.
you, and especially because you are so young, it really is something that,
19.
that
Yep.
makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, okay, yeah, like that you could legitimately have an idea of where you might think you might be. But for you as a producer, and this is for you taking on the hat of the producer, you know, what would you say? Do you have one? And if you do, what is your 5 year plan? Like in a sense of like,
Ooh,
oh,
good.
I would love to see
Huh.
myself at this level by that time, or working with, maybe some of these people, or have more of a catalog about blah. Like, what
Well,
what would you say in 5 years you'd want to see yourself where?
if you had asked me this about 2 years ago, I would have been able to give you the answer. But the reason why I said that is because my 5 year plan consisted of somebody I've been wanting to work with, and I recently got the chance to do an opportunity work with them, and that is with what was the guy's name? Like, now that I'm talking about it, his name just goes um Detroit guy. BFB the Pac Man. I've always wanted to work with him. Really crazy dude, young, probably 20, always has kids in the video, very Detroit, but he's see, I be making a lot of Detroit beats, and I'm always influenced with the Detroit stuff. Like I'm not talking like I mean I'm talking about like the Babytron, Crispy Life Kid, all
Yep.
those kind of artists, and he's always somebody like who's always kind of corny. Like at sometimes like he had some crazy bars. Like can I give y'all for instance real quick?
Yeah, quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, all these stones on my hand, I feel like Thanos. So like and stuff like bars like that just gets me every time because like that's a crazy bar. It's simple, yeah,
Mhm.
it's still effective. Like y'all know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But like I started a war in my city. I feel like Chris, like stuff like that. And see, he rhymes stuff, but it's like he's also speaking facts. Like he started his own career, big dude, doesn't care, very humble, very funny. Lunch Crew Company, go check him out. But and I just got 3 days ago, I got in contact with somebody in his management, and I told them about it, and they said that they could give me an opportunity, not necessarily like yeah, you can work with him, but like just like an opportunity, like see what I can do, see what I
Yeah.
can't do, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that will work. But a 5 year plan though, that was part of the 5 year plan 2 years ago. But my 5 year plan now,
Hmm.
honestly, most people say, "Oh, I want a Billboard record." No, I don't care what Billboard has to say. Billboard is messed up all the time. Me, I just want to be known by people. I want my blue check back. Instagram. I need my blue check. I want people to actually take me serious for a change. You know, that's my 5 year plan.
That's for sure.
Being
That's
able to
good.
support my family without having to worry.
Yeah. I like
Me
that.
and
No,
you
that's
having
good.
a Billboard. Me and you having a platinum record in our rooms.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Literally, you'll
Yes.
have to take down your flag. You have to move somewhere else to fit the 500 plaques you've got that you're going to be getting.
Right. Okay. So then let's look at Corey's question. He said, "Do you guys or
Ooh,
Kamikaze? Do you have siblings that are
yeah.
also into music?"
Okay,
And
that's a great question. Okay, yeah, actually I do. I'm adopted. There are three others. I'm like the 10th child in my family. There's only two others in my family that I know of. One of them is actually biological. That's a different side. He's he does music videography for like very can't say unknown. I mean, he doesn't have an Instagram, but I mean, he is known in the city. Like, he has worked with like he's on his work is on YouTube, but it's like he doesn't like he's with a group, but it's for like um money not money back Mexican OT's old stuff
hmm,
DB Green visuals. He's like an editor for GQ,
mhm.
the rap side of it, like the hip hop stuff, which was really big for him. And so he was kind of into the music for that, but like producing not necessarily like taking it serious, but my dad was into music. My adopted dad, he used to do bass vocalist, bass guitar,
Hmm.
trumpet for Doobie Brothers, like backup studio recordings for the Doobie Brothers and CCR, the bass. Creedence Clearwater Revival. He did one show with them because their bassist was sick on a pier in some city. I forget where it was.
Really?
Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach. Yeah, I forget what year it is. It was too long ago for me. I did not get to witness any of this, but yes,
I
and
would
I do have the
have
albums,
you.
and I do have like this. Yeah, it's really cool, and I always loved classic rock, man. I mean, I grew up on that classic rock. Damn, why is my thing so loud? Classic rock and hip hop. So I mean, yeah, I've been tuned to both worlds. So they're not necessarily a sibling per se, but I mean, it's
Right.
family.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's. I actually didn't know that about your dad either. That's super.
Oh
That's
yeah,
super dope. I did not realize that
yeah,
he did music as well.
and locally he did plays like it was a parody of the Soggy Bottom Boys. They were
Nice.
and they would do like songs Purple Valley group. They were just a group of guys where he grew up, did music. He was in the school band, marching band. So he was always into music like me, but like yeah. Not necessarily into hip hop though. My family were old heads. Like they were baby boomers, so
Yeah.
they didn't grow up with a lot of hip hop like a chicken chicken. And then nowadays it's like with the world that's going now, they don't want to get into all that. Like
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
if they can't understand English, then yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so
I
then
mean,
no, I mean that's a good answer. I definitely do like that. Okay, so now
okay,
you kind of went over it a little bit in the other one, so we'll skip over that
sorry.
one. But
What was the other one? What was the other one though? I just curious.
so for you, because you just had named that Detroit artist that you really would love to work with. What would be some other like top artists for you?
Oh,
Like if you had like, oh
that's a
man, I've
good
got
one.
my top three or five.
I
Like
got
I would love to see
top three
myself.
right now.
Who's this? Who are they?
Y'all go kill me. But
Okay,
6ix9ine.
that's a good one.
I have made a melody for him, which was Shakalaka, but they didn't screw with it. They added on to it, and it didn't sound anything like what I originally had. They chopped it. It's normal producer stuff, but I mean, it's part of ghost producing. I'm cool with it, but like making a full beat for someone, it's not, because I've always liked his flow. I
Hmm.
mean, yes, he's a rap. You get it. That's old news. He can rap. Okay, I mean,
Right.
this guy probably got more money than you could even think of. I mean, even if it's fake, but still. Anyway, 6ix9ine. Um, what was his name? On the recently, Jack Harlow
Oh, okay.
and Lil Baby.
And little baby. All right. Oh, interesting.
Wow,
That's
yeah.
pretty eclectic right there. That's a good set. I
And
like that.
Lizzo for a fourth. I've always liked Lizzo's music, especially I feel good as hell.
Yeah.
I love that
Interesting.
song.
Okay.
Truth Hurts
Nice.
was
All
my
right. I
favorite.
like that.
I'll give you a little bit of backstory. Truth Hurts by Lizzo is actually what got me into making trap music. It's
Really.
because it's the ding 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 ding,
Hmm.
and then those 808s, just like
Right.
it's so poppy yet so hard, like different. I was like, ooh, I didn't know this existed, so I liked it.
Nice.
I was
Okay. I
into
like
that kind of
that.
stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
shout out Lizzo.
Okay, so then let's talk about so then let's go a little bit more. Let's switch gears a little bit, and we got two questions left, so this one and one more.
Two,
But as a producer, and I asked Mike the same thing, but with
hit me.
I always love to be able to get your take on it too. So if you
Go ahead.
had, okay, that room that you're in right now, and you had the ability to just, put anything in there you wanted,
Yeah,
okay, maybe we're not creating like a $10 million studio, but like, okay, I've got money to spend. What would be
yeah,
your dream setup? Like, what is it like maybe not in
easily.
the sense of what it's going to look like, but like what type of actual, instruments are you
Stuff.
going to get,
Yeah.
or what type of like,
Okay,
actual
I got
stuff
this
are
in
you going to have
detail.
as like as your command center?
I got a little list. All right. So y'all see this computer? I've been rocking with this for since 2018. Like at this point, people, y'all see the tape. Y'all see the tape. That's the battery compartment. It keeps popping out on me. I love this computer, but I would keep this computer backing up onto a whole new computer that has more space. Like I want a
Mhm.
PC tower. I want two more of these, except different colors. Guitar wise, I want a Les Paul guitar, all black,
Mhm.
electric. I want it up on the walls. Um, I want a drum stand for that better. I used to have one just kind of creaky. I want that better up. I've had another room for my puzzles. Move that out, but custom Kamikaze Studio rugs,
Hmm.
soundproofing stuff, so my
Yep.
mom doesn't keep yelling. I can hear you, so I don't get in trouble every 2 days. Another monitor, and honestly, honestly,
Yeah.
a plaque.
Oh, okay.
A
Like
platinum or a gold plaque.
a
Even
platinum
if I have
plaque.
to order it off of Amazon, like a fake plaque, like
Yep.
it could just be a plaque, just to say I have a plaque, or
Yeah.
even a YouTube plaque. But and you obviously, and a better setup than this. Like
Right. Okay.
I'm getting
Okay. I
tired
like
of it,
that. Nice.
but it works for me. But you could be here. You
Right.
could be part of my setup,
There we go.
literally.
I like. Yep. We're just in there making music 24/7.
No,
Okay.
it's like, bro, it's like you got to quit your day job now. At that point, it's like, yeah, you're not, yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's like anybody else can have their own Medicare. We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna do what we gotta do.
Okay, so
But this is
now
our Medicare.
we've got the final question
Oh,
before we wrap up. Um, but
rip.
thank you for all the info that you've given. I think this has been a great interview. I think that we've gotten through a lot of good
Me too.
information. I actually learned things that I didn't know, and for as long as I've known
Like
you, I'm
what?
like, oh wow, I'm actually kind of amazed. I did not know that. So
Like what?
uh,
Are
I
you
did not know
guys?
that your dad played music,
Oh
that he was
yeah.
involved in that,
He got me to
or that.
classic rock. Yeah, he could. And yeah, next time I talk with you and him, yeah, you can tell you about it. Yeah, it's
That's
really
cool.
crazy.
That's
And
super
now
cool.
he's
I did
yeah,
not know that.
yeah, I love the
And then I did not
brothers.
realize that
I'm good.
I did not know that because you said your brother, that he's the one related to you, right?
Yes.
Not an adopted brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that I didn't realize that he was that he did music too. That's, I mean, not the
Oh
same
yeah.
like you
He's
do, but
not
I didn't
like
know that.
yeah, like he knew about music like my mom bought me the first my other MIDI controller I have. This other one I got off of Temu. People, check them out. Like I'm not one to do that, but like I bought it $10. I still had it probably like a year before I met you. It's really works great. I mean, it's got perfect sound. Like I'm just touching. I'm just like it just works great. I mean, it's Bluetooth, so I mean it works. So it's like I bought that myself. So it's like, but it's like he kind of got me into making music. He got me my first laptop, which was not this. It's actually a Chromebook I have over here. But yeah, he's always been into music. Like he wants to go full time with the music, but he's doing too much videography right now. So
For sure.
kind of gotten in the way of that. But
Nice. Okay, so now for you as a producer, so you're sitting down to be able to, and you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I really want to give you the opportunity to kind of go, anywhere you want with it.
Jesus.
What is your process? Like you're sitting down to be able to make a beat, you got that flow, you've got, you maybe have some inspiration of what you think you want to be able to try to put together. Tell me your process. Describe to me what you do start to finish when you're like, yes, okay, now this thing is done and ready to go. What's your process when you're sitting down to make a beat?
I'm just going to tell you this. This is how I make a beat. Wake up, do all I got to do to get my day started. Drink my coffee, watch my cartoons, go on the computer and browse some other stuff. Get that out of the way. Go outside, get some vitamin D or C, get me all my vitamins. Listen to my old music that I've been procrastinating for.
Yeah.
Write some lyrics to them, but never record them. Just have lyrics piling up on my phone, taking space. Come back home. I'm out there usually for about 1 to 6 p.m. Come in here, eat, get at least 5 minutes or 2 seconds of face-to-face interaction with my family. I need to do that more. Yes, I know. Come in here, get my lights on, put my drill on, put my hat on, put my whole kamikaze outfit on. Bug the heck out of you, trying to get you to come on. And then open up my laptop and then pick out a sound and start making like fiddle with my piano thing here. And then I start with hi-hats, like do it in my head, do it on here, then record it. And then I do that for about 5 times until I'm annoyed with it or I'm happy with it. And I copy it up to the 5 mark on the one whole big line. And then I just copy that, copy and paste all the way till about up to at least 100 or 50, depending on what kind of beat it is. And then I just delete some parts that just, so it's not always, so it just has a rhythm, like instead of just the beat and the melody going constantly, there's some breaks and pauses. And then if I feel like it at that day, I'll start writing to that then. But usually I do that at night, like during the day, getting out of the house because,
Yeah. Nice.
But
nice.
Okay. Getting outside is an important part of the process because, I mean, honestly, look how pasty white I am, fam. Like, look, 9 out of 10 times, these windows, not only are they got blinds, but they also got room darkening curtains.
Right.
The only time these things are ever open is in the morning so I can wake myself up with that bright thing of light. You know what I'm saying? That it's like, I'm awake. Bright light. But other than that, these things are solid closed.
Nice. Okay.
I barely open these things, so I don't get out much. So I need to get out. But now, I mean, if you look at my skin, bro, I'm starting to tan, which is a good thing. Like, look at the difference. You see that? Then you see how white that is? Yeah, and you can tell by the tan. So I'll be getting out more, and I'll be doing it, and I'll be getting summer.
Good.
So it's an important part because I love being outside in the nature. And when I'm outside, I'm always texting you, telling you, are you on? And you're like, no, I'm working. Like, oh. Bugging you.
Right.
But yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Florida,
I like that.
Shout out to Florida. Hey.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, that was the final question that I had. So we've gotten through all of the information that I wanted to be able to go over tonight. Like I said, great interview.
Yeah.
Another one in the books for us. I think this is like 3 or 4. So that is awesome. But great showcase tonight, just kind of, putting you out there, letting people know. So, guys, like I said, my next mixtape is going to be coming out in September. Kamikaze has 2 songs
Yeah.
on there that
So,
he helped produce, bring all the way to, the end result. So thank you for that. But if anybody that's listening to this or listens to it after the fact is looking for a good producer to be able to work with, hey, I would put, some backing right behind Kamikaze, not only just because him and I have made music together, but he has, like he said earlier, a lot of music that is ready to go. He has a lot of
bro,
different beats that he does and a
I'm
lot of different styles that he likes
catalog.
to kind of, really, focus on. So you can hear a lot of different type of
Oh yeah.
sounds, really kind of, come into what you're wanting to try to be able to do.
Oh yeah.
So
See all the
I
beats
would
I
definitely
have.
recommend
Yeah.
hitting him up. Yeah,
Because all the
exactly.
beats I have, if you don't like some of the ones I have, even though I don't want to go through them all, I'll still make you a new one from scratch. And then I'll keep that. And if you don't want that, I'll keep that for until
Right.
infinity years until the next person comes along and say, "Ooh, what's this?" Like, no, no, make me a new one. Like, so I just got piling up.
Right.
Eventually, I'm going to get rid of some of these, but
Yeah. Oh,
like
I
I
mean,
said,
absolutely.
they're
Well,
free right
yeah.
now. But if you actually want to pay, payments is acceptable in cash, PayPal, chocolate, food, shoes, and hats. I don't accept belts anymore, but I do accept hats and shoes, size
Hats and
nine and a
shoes.
half.
Okay. And Kit
It
Kats.
doesn't have to be designer either. Give me
Nice.
sketches,
Nice.
all I care.
Love it.
I'd rather have some
All right, guys.
Nikes. I've never had an Air Jordan. But yo, Frowny Face, if you got any more questions, hit me up.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that was all that we had for tonight. Thank you again, Kamikaze, so much for being here, doing another interview with me, showcasing your talent and, just getting your name out there. And then thank you for everybody that was with us tonight. There has been some people in here. Corey, thank you so much for hanging out with us this entire time. I really appreciate that, my dude. But guys, I will be coming live again soon to be able to do either like a listening party, just more things getting ready for the release of the album. Again, all the Way, the first song that we listened to, that drops on the 30th of
Woo!
August. So not this Friday, but the next Friday after that.
It's
So get ready for
gonna
that.
be
That will be the
lit.
first single dropping. The second single, Love Broken, and that will be the final single because this album only has 8 songs on there, where all of my other ones either had 13 or 14. So
It's
on this
gonna
one, we're only
be
doing 2 singles. And so that will be the second one. That will be dropping right around the actually let me take a look here. So 30th is that. That should be dropping right around the 13th of September is when right around the 13th is when Love Broken will be dropping. So get ready for that as well. Well, guys, thank you so much for everybody that stopped by tonight. Again, Kamikaze, thank you for being here and doing the interview with me. And guys, I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out.
peace. Woo!